exactly who he's talking about. But that person is the true culprit of this case. Contradictory statements. Is it them? If the alibis were all true, the culprit must be one between Kinji, Uehara, and Mikaru. The one who made a contradictory statement among them is... I will avenge you, I promise. Hello, sir? I was right. I was right. I cannot also, this is not case 2. I just realized. I've been playing this for a while. I just realized this says case 2. It's not. It's case 3. I can't believe I got it right last episode. Oh my lord. Don't tell me. Was it you? Uehara? Kinji Uehara? Huh? What in the blazes? Alright, it's suspended. We've reached the halfway mark. As usual, after pointing someone out as the possible killer. It's Uehara, dude. It only has to be. I was convinced it was him after I saw the phone. After I saw the fucking phone, I was convinced it was him. Like, it was perfect. It could not be him. You even realize that, like, after I see the phone attached to the stun gun, I stopped talking for a bit because I immediately realized who it was. It was so obvious. Now, my question is, why? Let's go. Kinji Uehara, was it you? Wait a minute! Uehara? This guy? Can you elaborate? Why is it me? I'm not entirely convinced yet. But according to Kinjo, the killer said contradictory things. That alibi, if you are the one who said contradictions with your words without an alibi, there's only you, Uehara. Contradictory words? When the Uehara-kun said those? Do you guys remember what Uehara said moments ago? He said after Uehara was attacked by the criminal in the middle of the night, the cell phone that he had before then disappeared. Yep. However, this statement doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not convinced about this. It's just speculation, but I couldn't think of anything else other than this as contradictory words. I'll explain so everyone can understand. First, it was 8:40 p.m. yesterday that the culprit killed Yamaguchi, right? If that's the case, then the culprit would have started destroying evidence, such as hiding the spills or wiping the blood. And at this point, Inori must have been held in the hands of the culprit as well. Do you guys remember? Inori's white coat was used for wiping the blood of Yamaguchi. Looking at this, it would be no exaggeration to say that Inori and Yamaguchi were both aimed at the same time. And everyone knew how Inori died. Inori died from a remote murder using a mobile phone's alarm. It was prepared the night beforehand. I was fucking right! Oh, case 3 now. It says case 3 now. I was fucking right! My fucking instincts were... Oh my god, my brain expanded tenfold during this case, guys. It's good! Also, this is a fantastic third case. I am enjoying this so much so far. Well, besides the fact that my baby girl got killed, but... Yes. Anyways. She was killed in a thoroughly planned crime. Just by seeing that they had already moved the white coat and used it to wipe Yamaguchi's blood, it was a bold move that was possible because everything was planned and prepared. To summarize this, they killed Yamaguchi first with full preparation, brought Inori into the trick just as planned. It must be said that everything was going according to their plan. All the preparations were complete since the beginning of the time when they were attacked. Otherwise, they would have gambled on remaining risks. Indeed, after all those preparations. But then what? What's weird about that? Don't you realize? Uehara said that the cell phone was stolen in the middle of the night. Could the perpetrator, who acted so thoroughly and deliberately, carry out such bold actions with a mobile phone not in hand? Huh? Wait a minute! As Maeda said, at the time of killing Inori that way, and attacking from yesterday at night, it must be said that they already devised the trick using the mobile phone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that simple. If they didn't have a cell phone in hand, You would think and act first, and then attack Uehara for knowing whether or not he will succeed and take their cell phone. However, the cell phone was in Uehara's possession since he found it. So how did the killer steal the phone from Uehara? Thank you! Oh my god, this was so obvious! This was so obvious, dude. So obvious. I am actually so happy I like figured this shit out before the trial. It was either a pre-raid or it was never done in the first place. The answer to this question is very simple. If you were Uehara, you would have been able to execute the plan without any difficulty. Uehara did something like this? You are the culprit who killed Inori and Yamaguchi? Oh shit. What? Hey, what now? What's so funny? No, I apologize, but isn't that a little funny? I am a murderer who believes in God and tells the teachings of the Father. This is outrageous. So Uehara isn't the killer, is he not? Right? Of course, I am not the culprit. If I say that, would you believe me? Huh? According to your reasoning so far, I'm the only one who meets the conditions for being the culprit. But I can't believe you guys just by just saying that I'm the culprit in such a situation. Well, what the fuck? What the? Okay. Didn't know Kinji was gonna pull a me. What the shit? I'm certain like people who have played this translation or the game just overall will like listen to episode 13 and be like, this man is pulling a Kinji without even knowing it. Oh god. Maybe I am a psychopath deep at heart. Then, can I prove myself with the remaining 0.01%? What? I said according to your reasoning. Which means, if your reasoning is wrong, I will not become the culprit either. Are you saying you have room to argue with? Of course, from now on, let me prove my innocence by showing that your reasoning is wrong. Are you prepared? Oh, that's cool. That's a fantastic sprite. The reason you point me to as the culprit being the culprit is because I don't have an alibi at the time of the crime and at nighttime. And the contradictory words about the cell phone, correct? There's nothing I can say about an alibi, but it's nothing but an assertion that you say that I'm the culprit with just that. So let me show you why it's not strange that if I had my phone stolen that night. Alright, let's go. See if I got this. Counter-argument showdown, otherwise known as rebuttal showdown. Mikaru's testimony, bloody locker, Inori's body, library, bloodbath. Okay. The reasoning is well put. Oh, is it really the right answer? Didn't you know the premise is wrong? What? Would Yamaguchi really be dead at 8:40 in the evening? Yes, we've already seen that. That was all over already. Yamaguchi is irrelevant, because the reason why Uehara is suspected is because by evening Inori was already captured. It doesn't make sense that the cell phone was removed after night. Okay. Would the killer who worked so much act rashly without preparation? Talking about before that, okay. Were caught it means it was the next morning that we found the body. Oh wait. Not this, okay. I fucked up, okay. Okay, but I think my reasoning is correct. It has to do with Inori, for sure. Or Kanata in this case. What was Mikaru's testimony? Okay guys, give me just a second. I'll be right back. I need to read Mikaru's testimony from a bit ago. Alright, so Mikaru's testimony is something about the right hand, yeah? What does that have to do? Oh god. I feel like I might have a game over here. Good thing I saved. If I do get a game over, I'll just be back here, so. I'm not muted. No, I muted myself. Alright, let's go, let's go. Nori's body, no, is it the bloody locker? No, it has to be. Alright, I'll play it all for once, and then I'll see. Talking before that. It was the next morning that we found the body. Okay. A lot of hours still remain. Does it make sense that no one goes to the library and the art room until the morning after? This is what Uehara is saying. In other words, if Yamaguchi died at 8:40 p.m., and Inori was captured, someone could have found the body until the morning after. He's not entirely mistaken. No matter how late the night was, the three of them, Mekaru, Kinji, and Uehara, decided to not follow the rules, so they were able to walk freely. Even if they were attacked because of this, according to their testimony, they said they were attacked at night. More than 1 hour remained until nighttime officially began. Does it make sense that no other person, other than Kinji or Mekaru, couldn't find? The locker! Yeah, okay. The locker! It's the locker! I'm stupid, guys. Okay. I know exactly what it is. It's the locker. Yamaguchi was put in there. Mekaru was attacked. And then she was put in there. That's why she wasn't bleeding. Okay. Okay. My brain expanded again. This has to be the one hiccup in an otherwise pretty good trial so far. I overthought this for some reason. There was no reason to do that. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Yeah, okay. I just didn't need to think too much about that, so it's fine. 80 points. That's decent, I guess. You left the corpse alone? Do you really believe that? Do you have any evidence to deny this? Of course! Remember the locker where Mekaru was kept inside? Inside the locker was covered in blood. Mekaru did not bleed, so what's the reason for this? And as Mekaru said earlier, she said the method they used was chloroform, so they didn't bleed from any injury. If that's the case, someone else wasn't there inside dropping blood. That's right, Yamaguchi's corpse must have been inside the locker room when he died recently, and then the killer sent Mekaru and Kinjo, the only eyes who wandered around nighttime. That's it! Then after attacking Mekaru, they moved Yamaguchi's body to the library and put Mekaru in his place, right? To be precise, they struck Mekaru ahead of me and stunned her, then moved the corpse to the library, which made me off guard. This is the order in which they were attacked, capturing Inori, killing Yamaguchi, and stunning Mekaru. The last step was aimed at me. What do you think now, Uehara? The reasoning we made in front of us has fundamentally no issues. No matter what excuses you try to argue, it'll be the same. It's really hard to believe it, but if you're the real culprit, don't drag this long and confess. Doubting anymore like this is something that I don't want to do anymore. As Maeda says, it's unbelievable that this guy is the culprit. A quiet, devout believer of God becoming a murderer that killed 2 people? There's no evidence, no excuse for reasoning about his usual actions or being a Christian. We just have to focus on picking out the person who can only be seen as the culprit. So then, what are you going to do now, murderer? You know what? I'm with Kinjo on this one. Fuck you! Uehara. Yes, I apologize. I was wrong. Are you admitting it? No, I doubted your reasoning. But the time when Yamaguchi died and the time difference drinks all seem to all be correct. So according to that reasoning, Uehara is the only one who remains as the culprit. Definitely not. Everyone has alibis except for me, Mekaru, and Kinjo. But because I'm the one who kept the cell phone, I'm being mistaken for the culprit. What do you mean by mistaken? You are the culprit. There's nothing to doubt and you have nothing else to say. Are you still unaware of all the conditions that can be committed when all of them are pointed at you? I am aware that I'm the only one who meets the criminal's conditions. Among the living people, that is. What? No way he's gonna pin this on Yamaguchi, bro. This guy, how long are you going to force this? What is being forced here is that I'm the culprit, but I am not. But because you guys are so driven by this, it's no wonder you're desperately trying to get me to accept these charges, aren't you? If that's the case, I'll have to appoint myself being innocent as the blackened, and everyone will die together. To be so stubborn like that, so you're not the culprit, is that it? You fool, they're trying to trick us like that! We can't be sure of that. I'm not convinced that Uehara is the culprit at all. You guys are stupid. Yeah. I'm with Kinjo. Fuck this. You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid. You're stupid. What did you just say? All the evidence points to Uehara as the culprit, and all the tricks are undeniable. Why is Uehara still fighting? Is there something to make any conclusive objection? No, there still remains one path to make you consider me not being as the culprit. I hope after you hear this, it will change your mind. Alright, who is he gonna pin this on? Inori? Yamaguchi? Either way, I'm punching him. Kinjo attack, Tyrus test. Oh, it's Tyrus testing for sure now. What do you mean? Yeah? There must have been someone who could commit the crime besides me. Oh! Oh, we're gonna have a problem! We're gonna have a problem! Uehara. Kill two people. Doesn't it feel odd? Inori kills Yamaguchi and then she kills her. No! Stupid, you really think that makes sense? Inori is also capable of committing a series of crime. You would know that. Oh, you piece of shit. There's no alibi, but. To tape yourself and die by dropping your cell phone. Yeah, I know, right? Suicide doesn't seem possible. Inori is not the culprit? Inori killed Yamaguchi at... Okay. Oh, wait, I know exactly. Yeah, it's after hiding Yamaguchi in the locker. Okay. She went through the hallways at nighttime. I was ambushed and attacked after the... Okay. Haha. I didn't even need another chance. It was so obvious the Tyrus testimony was going to come into play here. Uehara, that's wrong. Your rebuttal is full of contradictions. Is it, Maeda? Why is that? All of you were in the dormitory at nighttime and attacking Kinjo. Mekaru and me would not have been impossible for Inori at all. As you say, Inori killed Yamaguchi, attacked Mekaru and Kinjo and Uehara, finished all the work, including the blood transfusion packs, and finally went to the science lab to prepare to commit suicide, right? Dude, that's messed up. I fucking hate you. Yes, and no one saw it, which means you can't deny Inori's crime. There are no means, am I correct? No, they saw it. The reason why Inori can't be the culprit is because someone saw it. What? Tyra, you must have been around that time, right? By the science room just before nighttime yesterday. You said the door didn't open. Huh? Oh yes, the door didn't open. It's weird, right? According to Uehara's words, Inori at that time, after moving Yamaguchi's corpse and attacking Kinjo, etc., you need to be prepared, but why didn't the science lab door open? That's right, the answer will come out eventually, because Inori was already tied up in the science lab at that time. Ah, but of course! It would be impossible to open the door from the outside if you wanted to walk through the entrance. If Inori was committing a crime from outside at the time, the science lab had already been clasped. It would be a huge contradiction. Wait a minute. What do you think, Uehara? Can you still say that Inori can commit crimes? Wait and listen. Just because the science door lab was locked, doesn't it mean it was locked with a latch? When Tyra tried to enter, the door could have been locked with the lock function attached to the door itself. Oh my, but then what about this? As a result of my investigation, I found that the door to the science lab did not have a lock function. There was no space to apply a key lock in the first place. Yeah, get fucked, Kinji. Hope you die a painful death. It's all over, Uehara Kinji. No further rebuttal is possible. Now confess in good faith. Uehara, please stop and admit it already! He's gonna snap. Uehara? Why? Why are you? I thought I was lucky that I defeated Tsurugi, Kinjo, and Mekaru Rei. But why? Why can trash without talent like you drive me to this point? Uehara, you know, your character collapsed. Uehara, calm down a little. Shut up, you bitches! Jesus Christ. This trash. This bitch broke down my plan simply because you tried to open the damn door to the science lab. Huh? It's all over. I just heard you loud and clear. Doesn't matter if it's a confession, right? So you came down in the end from mental breakdown. It's pathetic. Shut up, shut up, shut up! I'm still here. Wait and see. Yes, that's it. That's it. I still need proof. There's no evidence. Find the culprit. Showed me the evidence. Come on now. You're the only one who doesn't have an alibi, right? Shut up, you X-worth bastard. Do you want to get stuck in the ground from head to toe, huh? Why did you suddenly turn into such a vile criminal? Not like a criminal, but he is a criminal. So you won't admit it even though you are the only one who could do this. Just ignore him and vote, will you? If you look at what Uehara just said, what's the point of incapacitating Kinji and Mekaru? And this is almost like a confession, right? I'll kill you! I'm gonna kill the bastards who are going to vote right now, treating me as a criminal without evidence at all. And you're like thinking this is all done? Well, what do we do? Uehara, if I show you the evidence, are you going to finally admit it? Oh, I'll admit it. If there's evidence like that. Not speculative remarks or alibi blanks. Real physical evidence, will you bastard? There might be. What? Alright, you know this, but it's only going to be slower if you let him catch the holes with poor evidence. Unfortunately, I can't help you here because I have nothing more to come up with. Will you be okay? Yeah, it's okay, Uehara. It's okay. Uehara is not sane. It's just going to be forcefully scream against the opponent. I'll make sure to present the proof correctly, and then you will finally admit it. Don't joke around, you, Kimaeda. You're just a lucky, incompetent human being. Uehara, from now on, I'll show you conclusive evidence that you are the culprit of this case. It may be a little sloppy, but if my predictions are correct, you will have no other choice but to admit it. Is this fun for you? Do it then! Do whatever you want. If it's evidence or unreasonableness, I'll make you a criminal and execute him myself for making fun of an innocent person. Uehara is certainly not sane right now. And about this evidence, I can't say for sure. But I do believe, not only in me, but I believe in my friends too. Alright, yes. Cleans that memory, please. Let's exorcise this devil, that's so good! My god, Zeph, that is some added taste. I fucking love it. I don't know if that was in the original, but if it was, Lineage, that's fantastic. I don't know if that's the name, how you said the name. That's fantastic. And Zeph, if that wasn't in the original, fantastic taste in the translation. Good shit. Fantastic stuff. Oh, just clicked out of the game by accident. Terminating talk shooting is a game that offsets the accusation of an opponent, and you can only present conclusive evidence so that no more excuses are made up. Speech bubbles appear the crosshair. Z enters space. Oh shit, I don't know how to do that in the controller. Oh no. To destroy it. If it's not destroyed, it damages the player and it disappears after a certain amount of time. Z enter space. At the top of the bubble, an icon representing the opponent is displayed, and the number of the icon is the health of the bubble. Also, your bullets have to be reloaded from time to time. Okay, shift key. I might have to use keyboard for this, so it's gonna be a little scuffed. I'll try it for a bit with the controller, but if I don't find it... Actually, hold up. Z. Z is A in the actual game, so that's circle. Shift. What's shift? I think I might know where shift is. Okay. Each time you destroy the speech bubbles, the opponent's health is reduced little by little, and when the health is dropped, the final blow will show up by combining the words that are the conclusive evidence. If you run out of speech power, you'll suffer HP damage instead and start over, so be careful. Okay. Let's try this. I'll try a bit. Okay. Yeah, buddy. I knew it. Yeah, got it. Oops, that hurt. Controllers actually make this a lot easier. Reload, please. Thank you. Oh god, that's fast. Ah, damn it. That was close. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Oh god, that's really bad actually. Okay, come on. Okay, what is it? Okay. Mekaru's last trump card. Easy. She's gonna see his hand and say, yep, it's him. Woo! Okay. Feels good. Yeah, I'm not remorseful in the slightest, by the way, about this. About seeing him get executed. I'm not remorseful in the slightest. Also, this might have been one of the shortest class trials I've ever recorded, because it was just straight up easy. This case is easy. It was good, don't get me wrong, but it was easy. Uehara, this might be a single episode, actually. I don't know. I might make it two. I don't know. I'll think about it. Uehara, unfortunately for you, there's already clear evidence of your crime. You can only be said to be the culprit with this conclusive physical evidence. What? There's nothing like that. What is that, Maeda-kun? That's unfortunately I do not know. Huh? Stop joking around. However, Mekaru knows it. Mekaru? Hold on, where does this confirmation come from? You aren't trying to rely on my reasoning, are you? Mekaru told you, didn't you? No matter what happens, she has an insurance to cover her life. When the aspect of the trial remains unsolved, and there's a corner with no answer, you will show us the last piece of evidence. Insurance? Maybe there's something only that woman knows. It's a little frustrating, but I know this isn't the time. I'll stay out of this. Wait a minute, I did in fact said that to the incompetent, but it's not like that. The killer is already cornered and running crazy, right? Why do you think I'm going to let you know? This woman doesn't even want to cooperate in this situation? Look at us, Mekaru. We are believing in you. So, are you finished then? It's over. After all, Maeda's been just bluffing and throwing unfounded accusations. Your proof is that Mekaru doesn't even want to cooperate. This is just great. She knows nothing. There's no physical evidence that I'm the culprit. You should have stayed quiet, because she's gonna take that offense to heart and just slam you into the ground. Me? I fucking called it, dude. It's me not know anything. Huh? Mekaru, are you angry? That nasty pig killer. Where do you want your funeral? Can you tell me? Are you gonna try provocation at this stage? Fine. I'll write your will then. It doesn't matter if I vote for Kinji Uehara and end the trial as it is. But if I do, I feel like I'm just being beaten here. Whatever are you talking about? Maybe you all remember it? When I was investigating after the incident, I asked all of you to show me your right hand. Yeah, you hunt everyone? You did, but I didn't know the meaning of it. You did that strange act to all of us? Wait, I didn't know about this. You didn't do that to me, right? You woke up late. I didn't have a chance to do that. Well, there are some mysteries that were solved before that. After asking for my right hand to show, she held me tight as if wrapping my right hand. Was there something about that? I was surprised. I wasn't really sure what it was. I think I know exactly why she did it. I didn't think she was that kind of person. Teruya, not the fucking time. Not the time. But what's up with that? The reason I did that was to check the back of your right hand. The reason I wrapped it with my hand was because I needed darkness. Darkness? It's Kingdom Hearts confirmed! Let's go! I knew it was all connected to Kingdom Hearts. It was just an excuse, guys. Sora's gonna pop in and completely destroy Kinji. I'm sorry, I had to. Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, why don't you all give it a try? Look at the dark side by covering the back of your right hand. It's all clear here. Even if you ask me to wrap it up, it's just the back of my hand. What do you expect to see? Well, I definitely told you to try it, everyone. Why are you staying still, Kinji Uehara? Oh my god, dude! Okay, Mekaru just went up so many points in my consideration. She's toying with him. That's so good. Uehara? Hey, stay still, you. Let me go! Go away! Is that chloroform? What the hell is this on the back of your hand? I don't know. I don't know anything. Oh, please. Oh, luminous paint. Right, luminous paint. What you got there is luminous paint. Luminous paint? I was marked by you? Don't joke around. You and I never met at the time of the crime. There wouldn't have been a time to be marked like this. Oh my, why are you saying that? You definitely met with me, right? When you put me to sleep with chloroform. I don't know what you're talking about. So it seems you think I'm the culprit, is that it? And even if that were the case, isn't it obvious that the killer attacked you? Because you're here you are, just claiming that you've used luminous paint in my head because that's your own opinion. I'm sorry, Mikari, but this isn't possible without knowing in advance that you'll be attacked. This is why you guys are so pathetic. Did you think I wasn't prepared for anything going as usual every night? Prepared? No way. The one who put this luminous paint, was it you? That's right. Do you think I'm stupid enough and I'll trust you guys even when I don't know the outcome? Before Maki Kyoka died, I was always prepared for anything. Well, besides the glowing paint, I have prepared other tricks. I am a woman, I have no idea who and when someone will come at me. So I try to use glowing paint only in the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario? Are you saying even if you die due to glowing paint, we can find out who did it? Is that what you mean? By the way, Mikari's selection of words, it just feels a little... Satsuki, please, not the time. Even though I'm pretty sure she kind of meant that. Fortunately, I only fainted this time, but my life was in danger. Should I say that I was lucky? I was trying to use the luminous paint for the purpose of something else, like a dying message. But I can live like this and drive off the killer's smug face with one sentence. But even so, at some point I could have... You're an idiot, aren't you? If you're curious, you'd better think about which hand you put chloroform in my mouth. In other words, Mikari said that the killer put his hand on her mouth, meaning you applied the glowing paint before fainting? Just before you lost consciousness? Mikari, what a scary person. Absolutely genius, I'm sorry. What do you think? Are you still going to hit the ball, killer? Not yet. All she said was just lies, because I just rubbed this glowing paint by myself yesterday. It has nothing to do with this now. This woman is the culprit. You just said something you don't know about with your own mouth just a few moments ago. What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. Don't joke around. I'm not the culprit. I'm not the culprit, okay? Uehara, stop it now. It's already over. Don't make me laugh! Man. That motive must have been busted. That's all I'm gonna say. There is no one on your side already, Uehara. Speaking any more than this is nothing more than a futile effort. If you are still not willing to admit it, I'll organize the case from the beginning and let you admit. You will have no choice but to admit it. Alright, this one I do know how to do it, I think. But, as usual, guys, I'm gonna start this and I'll meet you at the end. Until then. Never mind? No! You can't use this theme! No! You can't use this theme for this case! I'm gonna cry! Oh, fuck you! That's vile! I'll meet you guys at the end. Dude, that was so tough for me. That was so tough. Because I kept seeing an image of Kanata just getting electrocuted to death. With that playing... God, I hate this case so much. First, the start of the case begins with the criminal attacks on Yamaguchi and Inori. I don't know why the two were targeted by the culprit. But the killer must have taken Yamaguchi by some means first. Then they took him into the art room and sliced Yamaguchi's neck. The time this took place was at 8:40, which is also listed in the Monokuma file. However, this was not at 8:40 a.m. It was last night at 8:40 p.m. In other words, the killer committed a bold crime while we were still roaming around the place. Afterwards, the killer put the corpse in a locker on the art room to hide Yamaguchi's body. The culprit who succeeded in killing Yamaguchi immediately focused his efforts on dealing with the crime scene. They opened up the tarp that prevents blood from splattering, cleaned up the murder weapon used as in the intake, and wiped the blood with Inori's white coat that had been removed beforehand. However, while using the tarp, a small hole was left due to the killer's mistake, and the white coat was not properly erased. Thanks to this, it cleared a lot of circumstances surrounding the methods of disposal. Anyway, as the art room where Yamaguchi was killed became clean, this time they devised a trick to kill a second victim, Inori. Why? What did she do to you, you absolute fucking bastard? That's right, it involves the phone and stun gun. It was a method of electrocuting by drowning in water the stun gun at a predetermined time using a vibration function. To do this, the killer went to the science lab and first fixed Inori's whole body with tape to keep them from moving. Now, this is still gonna get separated into 2 episodes for sure. And the water from the sink in the science lab was turned to the maximum capacity. After a few hours in that state, the science lab was overflowing with water like a bathhouse. There's one more thing. The killer connected the phone to the stun gun and placed it at an angle as if it were to fall from the desk. And then they set the phone alarm to 8:30 a.m. When this happens, the alarm turns on the next morning and the phone makes a vibration movement in minutes. And then the phone starts to fall off along with the stun gun because of the vibration. When everything was set in stone, the killer locked the door with a latch so no one could interfere with the tricks arranged in the lab. After everything was done, the killer probably thought, most of them, including me, won't come out of their private dorms, because it was it was nighttime hours. But the problem was that Kinji and Mikaru went around openly at nighttime, as long as they thought that the time when the crime was done in the morning, the trick that everything was set in advance is discovered in the middle of the night, everything would be over for them. So the killer thought to keep Kinji and Mikaru from moving until the morning after. First, the killer attacked Mikaru with chloroform and brought her into the art room. They took out Yamaguchi's body that had been in the locker room until then and put Mikaru inside instead. And then Yamaguchi's body was used as a bait to lure Kinjo. The killer put Yamaguchi's corpse in the library and made some extra work to make Kinjo discover the body, and then attacked Kinjo from behind in a vigilant gap. When Kinji and Mikaru were successfully disabled and no one could interfere, the killer took a breather and started one last final act. Once the morning was near, the killer went to the infirmary and packed a large amount of blood transfusion packs. And spread them in Yamaguchi's body to make it look like it just died and the bleeding was fresh. And then they sprinkled a certain amount of blood on themselves. This was also another thing that pointed me to him, because it reminded me a lot of what Ifumi did in Danganronpa 1. Like, oh yeah, I was attacked, haha, funny, but please believe me. Piece of shit, rot in hell. Anyway, and then they sprinkled a certain amount of blood on themselves, as to make it look like they were ambushed by the killer. In the morning after last night, of so many things happening at once, we noticed that a few people were missing, so we moved to search for them in each room of the school. Then we met with the killer who was lying down near the stairs after we divided into 2 groups. We decided to search the 2nd and 3rd floors. And the search in the 2nd floor found the fallen Kinjo. The search on the 3rd floor found the trapped Mikaru. There we go. Afterwards, when a member of the 3rd floor checks for an abnormality in the science lab and tries to open the door, the mobile phone and stun gun hit the water and hit at the killer's priest that time, falling. This one. Ugh. Into the water, killing Inori on the spot. Not exactly on the spot. The alarm was set for 8:30. She took 5 minutes to die. God, I fucking hate Kinji so much. Soon after, we managed to open the door to the science lab. At a timing that couldn't be more ideal for the killer, Inori's body and Yamaguchi's body were found almost simultaneously. The one who has done a formidable job, who killed 2 people overnight plus injured 2 people. The identity of this heinous and cruel criminal. It's none other than you, Kinji Uehara. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy watching you die, bitch. There's no meme. I'm gonna enjoy watching him die. There's no place to run anymore, Uehara. Uehara? Excellent. As Maeda said, no matter how badly it was, this is it. It seems this was my limit. What? All of a sudden you came back to normal? What was it? You must have been acting like Hatano. Nope. That means, did you just admit it? That you are the culprit? Yeah, I am. I am the culprit. I can't believe I got it right. Well, that's not bad. Nice. God, I fucking hate him though. Well now, I've been watching everything. It seems it's okay to say that you made a decision at this point. This time, no matter how much I play the role of the judge, I'm really sad because I seem to have been too much of a dead weight. How to get rid of this anger? It's a vote time of anger. Because this happened, you guys will now have to vote with a switch in front of you. The result of this voting, who will become the blackened? And will your answer be the correct one or the dreadfully wrong one? Now, what's it gonna be? By the way, what the fuck? Why did this skip? I didn't skip it. I wanted to read that. What an absolute bastard. Yeah, I hope he rots in hell. He kind of deserves it. Yes, as for the results of your voice, as for the results of your vote, your choice was the correct answer. The identity of the blackened who killed 2 people, Miss Sonori and Yamaguchi-kun, was Kinji Uehara. Huh? What is it? Did someone thought I was gonna say those lines before voting? Uehara-kun. From the second half of the trial, we've been almost certain of it, I guess. Why did you kill them? I'm sorry. You're sorry? There's no excuse. Is that all you have to say after killing someone? Plus, killing 2 of our group. Do you know that makes you a serial killer? Weren't you very agitated and arguing back a little while ago, Uehara? Why did you suddenly become so quiet? I only thought that more talk would delay the inevitable. I had a reason to live and survive this trial, even if I had to do that sin. That's right! If we found out that you did the murder, you were going to die! You already knew that the moment he was caught. No, that's not the reason I did it. That's not it? Your motive? Was there something else? Motive. He got murdered to get out and escape. Tamori was the secret note. Does that mean the original motive of all these events is also the same this time? Well, was it the motive this time? The thing that you desperately wanted in that video? And that you wished for? You mean you had a wish that you wanted to get by killing 2 people? Wrong. There are a few things that I must correct you on before that. You are right about everything. The plan and killings are correct, but I didn't mean to kill 2 people from the start. Huh? You may look at this as an excuse, but only then that person's death will become colorless. So let me speak, Maeda. Your reasoning is wrong. The only person I was trying to kill was Kanata Ino. Oh, you sack of shit! Why? You did it in the end. It was too late, also too clumsy to plan serial killings. Your execution had a sense of improvisation. First, according to the rules of the school, serial killing would be more damning than profitable for the culprit. So what? Were you trying to kill one person to make your sin lighter? I mentioned this was not meant to be an excuse, but you're saying that as if it is one. However, I have something to say. I'd appreciate it if you listen quietly. Funny you say such a thing. Alright, sorry guys. I'm gonna have to pause the stream. It's Saturday evening. I was planning on streaming today, but I woke up with a dizziness. I was planning to record this in the morning and stream in the afternoon, but I couldn't, so I'm recording this now. I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna separate the recording, and then we'll record the rest when I get back, so until then. And we're back, everybody. Thank you for waiting literally exactly 1 second, because that's the time I take for the transitions between videos or parts. But here we are, just making sure because I've restarted the whole thing. Alright, cool. We're here. Where did we leave off? Oh, right. Kinji's confession. Piece of shit. Funny you say such a thing. Do you think I'm going to listen to a killer's request? Kinjo... I'm sorry, but try to be quiet. Damn! Mikako spit in heat. The reason I did this murder is not very relevant to your motives. As you may have guessed, but I'll talk about that later. Inori was always in the infirmary, so she was very easy to target. This probably happened during Taira's uproar, so most of you were in the dormitory side. I took that cap and kidnapped Inori from the infirmary, moved to the art room on the 3rd floor, and tried to stab Inori with the plaster weapon. However, that's when he came and threw me away. The one and only Yamaguchi, who I thought he was in the dormitory side with you guys. Inori! And you! Uehara! What are you doing? Stop! Why are you doing this? This is not the time for that. I have to take Inori and run away. Damn it. Why is Inori unconscious? Oh no, before that I have to get away from Uehara. I have to go and check where everyone is. Yep. I didn't want to do this, but you forced me. I can't help it, Yamaguchi. I'm sorry. I didn't hold a grudge nor hatred to both of you. Forgive me. Keep Inori alive. It has already become irreversible. I'm sorry. I know Inori. He died to protect her. And in the end, it didn't even fucking matter. That guy was a wonderful person. How many people can run without having a single thought about their own lives to instead save others? Then Yamaguchi died because he witnessed it, and you were forced to kill him? Yes, originally Inori should have been the one to be cut to death with the plaster weapon in the art room. However, because Yamaguchi intervened, I changed the plan in a rush. Now that I hear this, the front and back are starting to fit better. It was especially strange because of Inori Kanata's white coat wiping the blood in the art room. That couldn't be helped, right? When you killed Kakeru Yamaguchi, Kanata Inori, the person he was holding, had his blood splatter on her. That's true, come to think of it. When Uehara said that he had a head injury, the wound was real. That was not acting, but being pushed away by Yamaguchi. So that's the story. Anyway, you're a serial killer who killed 2 people. That remains the same no matter what you say to anyone. But why did Uehara attempt to murder? I can't even imagine! It's hard to explain. How should I say this? Wait, before that, can I ask something? You, when Taira's commotion happened, you said you kidnapped Inori. If Taira didn't have a commotion, what would you have done? I mean, you wouldn't have known that. It would have been difficult to schedule the kidnapping. Why are you asking for that so suddenly, Kurokawa? What are you trying to say? In other words, this is what the woman said. How did you know that Taira's uproar would happen? Oh, they knew? Oh, he instigated it, didn't he? Think about it. If you had decided to kill, you would have a plan and execute it in advance. How could they calculate the timing to kidnapping Kanata and Nori without knowing that everyone was gathered in the dormitory because of Taira's bustle? Well, I'm not sure what Tyra's situation was in the first place. Oh, so after all, it was Kurokawa. You seem to have the power to pick words by its very own core. It's natural to think like Kurokawa. It would be strange to hear that. The plan looks as if I knew in advance that Taira would go and make a ruckus. The answer to this is simple. It's because I knew in advance. Huh? How? Are you a psychotherapist? You knew Taira's mental state and predicted the future? I don't think he's talking about that. Speak, I'll listen to this. It's not that big of a mystery. Someone just informed me. Taira is going to make a fuss soon. There'll be an empty frame for you. Not anyone can tell you that. You, don't tell me. There's one more thing I have to apologize for doing to you guys. In particular you, Maeda. I should apologize more than the others. Huh? I am... Yeah, it was a very obvious story that the leader from the darkness gave Kinji Uehara intimidation and threats from the shadows, then led him that chance to kill a couple of times. What? What did you just say? This is blimey. Why are you suddenly interrupting? Huh? Did you not hear me correctly? Then can I say it one more time? Yeah, it was a very obvious story that the leader from the darkness gave Kinji Uehara intimidation and threats from the shadows and led him that chance to kill a couple of times. Uehara-kun? The traitor? Anyways, that's the end of the story, so we're done chatting. If you guys continue on and on like this, you will be dragging again while doing reminiscent scenes or whatever. Wait, you're the traitor, but you got blackmailed? What are you talking about? Even if I'm the traitor, I don't know much. I don't know who the mastermind is, and why the mastermind is doing this to us. He's the traitor! That's a twist! I literally did not expect that. However, when we first came here, Monokuma approached me and awoke me before you guys. They were holding our church children hostage. They said they'll give me information and will release them if I do what I've been told to. What in the heavens? Wait a minute, cathedral children? Calm down, speak slowly. The cathedral where I belong to, or rather, there's a facility that takes care of children who have nowhere to go. That is entirely in the hands of Monokuma. So I was threatened under that pretext. Did you really fall for that kind of crap? That was all a bluff from that bear. That was not a bluff. He showed me the video, and I was shown having a conversation with the children myself. What did they ask? What were you instructed to do? Basically, I had a surveillance camera, so I was filming everything that was happening in every blind spot and sent it to the mastermind. More importantly, if killings were happening between students, if a killing between students enters stalemate, I would commit the murder myself. This is very interesting. Okay, if I didn't comply with this, they said they would you would murder the children instantly. I didn't have a choice. So did you commit the murder because there was a deadlock after Ayame Hatano? That was the motive? So this time, our motive, it was useless to anyone? If you look at it that way, you may not be able to see anything. But Monokuma in that time said it is the time, so you were instructed to move. It was the time when the announcement of the motive came. In the completely soundproof private room showed me the children. If you kill this time, the children will be free. And if you don't get caught, you can get out from the school. A fully soundproof room. No wonder. This motive was purely to deliver the orders to Kinji Uehara. You are so... using the lives of children to threaten Uehara-kun. Was that unfair? Then I'll make it easy for you. This is not a blackmail. I just gave you a choice. If Uehara-kun didn't want to kill, he could have refused. Don't mess with me. You said moments ago that there were threats. Hey, you know that was... it's a narrative thing. Don't think about it too deeply. Forget about it. Sorry, I had to. The last time was so rotten, because I couldn't let those children die. You guys, I really have no face to show you. Of course, I understand to some extent that this was forced upon you. But would you still have to get your hands bloody? Was it that necessary to kill? Do you think those kids want you to be a bloody murderer? Just like kids don't want me to be a killer, I don't want kids to lose their lives. There was only one way. It's enough with just me to fall into hell. You don't want kids to lose their lives? Then are you saying when you kill someone you don't know, like Inori and Yamaguchi, they will lose their lives as well? Inori and Yamaguchi also have friends, family, and you say there are some people you don't want them to die? You don't even know about the details, and you are worried about the children, right? Strange, Kinjo. My logic shouldn't be any different from yours, but you're getting heated, aren't you? Oh shit! Okay, Kinjo, speak! The logic of a killer is the same as mine. What are you talking about? Discard prime numbers for the majority. Isn't that what you said? I sacrificed the lives of 15 people and took the precedence over their lives. I took precedence over the lives of 100 cathedral children. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm allowed to commit murder. But Kinjo, you put Mekaru, Tomori, and me in danger, the one who went saying the exact same thing? Would it be necessary to reconsider your stance at least once? Kinjo. He got him! He got him! Holy shit, he got him! Yeah? And I know too well, I'm an ugly being. It won't be enough to go to the Lord's side, but it's enough to suffer, and go to hell and die. But it's fine. Although I will not be able to meet those kids because I won't be able to live, I was able to save their lives with my sacrifice. Monokuma, you kept your promise!
Of course! Even though Uehara's crime was revealed and on the verge of being executed, he still murdered as I ordered him to. Since the moment you kill Yamaguchi-kun, the children have already been released.
The children, they are safe, right?
Oh, are you curious? So do you want to see the proof then? Video, please! I have a bad feeling about this.
As the cord is darkened, there is a noise on the screen that appears from somewhere. What it shown was winter in the dark street, less than 4 or 5 years old, mostly looking like elementary school students. It was the bodies of many children. Some parts have already been corrupted, deformed, and transformed. There were kids whose bones began to appear. A child that its body had a broken shape that it was unknown to me. Only their small bodies were telling me that they were kids. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's messed up. Oh, that's messed up.
Hey, did you play the wrong video?
Those gloves. Kana. So you also had a child named Kana. Okay, dude. Way to make me sympathize with him. That's Haruki. That hat was from Mitsuki.
Uehara?
Monokuma. How did this happen? You promised.
Huh? Promised? Didn't I keep it? I definitely promised to release the kids. Have I ever told you I would let them be?
Uehara, wake up!
Scumbag!
This is inhuman. How could you do this?
Because I'm not human, I'm a bear. And Uehara-kun, don't be so sad. It's been a while since you've been dead anyway. Soon you'll meet them. Meet them? Yes, shouldn't we start soon? Execution time! I'll make you follow your kids, so be patient.
Wait a minute. This is too much.
I'm sorry, but I don't have much time either. Got a busy schedule here. Now then, let's get started. I've prepared a very special punishment for Kinji Uehara, the ultimate priest.
I don't know what to fucking say. That's so messed up.
Then let's go with lots of energy. It's punishment time.
Oh my lord, that is disgusting. Is he? Oh no way. Is he carrying? Yep, he's carrying the cross. Yep. Penitence or whatever. Is that how it's said in English? I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like this. No. That... Oh. I don't know what to say. It's as simple as that. I have no words for what I just saw.
He was such a good priest. Adios, and amen.
This is unfair. It's really too much. Uehara was killed, like Higa and Hatano, horribly executed. But Uehara didn't stay sane until the end. He couldn't protect the children because he was tricked by Monokuma. In the end, he killed Inori and Yamaguchi for nothing. With all the devastating facts, Uehara's spirit was broken, executed thinking and recalling until the last minute.
Kobasin, where are you going? That thing called Monokuma. I won't be satisfied until I beat that thing.
If you do that, you'll just die alone. Why don't you stay still?
That's right. If you're angry with me, you can't help it. Because it's you guys who did this, and I'm just following the rules. It's not a bad thing.
I think you're so smart, Monokuma.
Huh?
I never intend to sympathize with the killer, but this time it seems a little different. You always say I, as the judge, should not participate in this trial, but in this case, you influenced the case itself, let alone the trial. According to Kinji Uehara, they were told that Taira. I was like, what the fuck? No, they were told that Taira would cause a commotion soon. Using that framework, Kinji Uehara was able to carry out the crime with ease. This is not a motivation level or anything like that. This is enough to call you an accomplice.
Huh? Is it? Really? So what are you trying to say?
What am I saying? Well, that's what this side wants to say. What the hell do you want to do to us? If the purpose was to kill us, it would have been possible to annihilate all of us already. If that's not the case, it's also strange that they try to kill us by buying a murder like in the case of Kinji Uehara. There's no sense of purpose in your actions. What the hell are you after, while making us do all of this?
Kinjo-kun, you idiot! Where in the world would a mastermind tell you its purpose? Saying, yes, this is it. Well, even if I wanted to tell you, it's not worth telling you guys.
What do you mean?
No big deal, just that I hate you.
What? Monokuma, hey! Monokuma used to speak and act as usual, suddenly stopped moving, as if it wasn't a ridiculous act. He stiffened and as if time had stopped.
What happened? It suddenly froze up.
That's great. Let's hit it with it. Let's just hit it this one time.
Please calm down.
For this to be playing, it better be good. What the hell happened? This is not the first time Mikako has stopped because Monokuma was like this. What happened?
Guys, let's go. Where are we going? Why so slowly, Mikako-chan?
There's no time. I'll explain it as we go. So where are we heading? To the warehouse. Yo! She five-heading this! She big brain!
There are secret stairs in the warehouse.
But we can't go down there anyway, right? Do you want to be honeycombed by that gun?
What? Mikako died!
No! That was not translated. She seems okay though. I think she said I'm fine or something. What happened? The machine gun doesn't react at all.
I'm not sure, but I guess that means Monokuma was lying.
Why wouldn't we do the chores later and go in already? Ooh, things are getting interesting. I don't think that was a lie. The machine gun is running properly.
But it's not attacking us, right?
Hey, a cult girl. You said you were going to explain as we go. What the hell is all this? I noticed for a while before the class trial started, but I only noticed for a second. Now I can say for certain, Monokuma had a power outage. Power outage? While Monokuma was shutting down, all of the school's facilities stopped operating. That's why there's no problem with this machine gun here. Or like entering the bathroom of the opposite sex and other things.
That sounds like paradise? Yeah, please ignore the pervert here and continue explaining.
You know something's bad when Satsuki's the voice of reason. I've been investigating the secret stairs since I discovered it. I checked by throwing a barrel, but the machine gun reacted and responded.
So, wow, so it's safe because Monokuma stopped now? But what happens when Monokuma suddenly starts running?
We all together be honeycombed. However, this crisis is an opportunity. We can finally check what's down here. That's fine and all, but how the hell did you know all that? You know the structure, but more than that, you know how Monokuma operates? Good question. What now? You've been so good at talking and acting so far.
Oh, we've experienced that already. When will this staircase end? How far are we going down?
We're here. What the fuck, dude? It's all... I knew it! It's a prison!
Here it is.
And it's open. Oh, it's open. So that means the fucker who was here is out somewhere.
Is this a dead end rather than a way out?
I thought the exit wouldn't come up so easily. Apart from that, this room seems quite interesting. Prison in such deep underground, is that it?
Wow, you came! Before anything, well done, Monokuma. How did you move? Well, maybe I just pretended to stop? What the heck?
Putting that away, what are you talking about?
Didn't I told you? There was a terrifying creature trapped under this staircase. I just disposed of it a while ago. So if it weren't for me, you guys would have been in a terrible situation at that point.
Dispose of it? There's no way, how?
Huh? I thought you guys would come here sooner or later, so I transferred it. This is not the only prison here. I don't know what you're talking about, but in the end, you're saying that there isn't an escape route here. Escape? You guys, did you really just came down here for hoping for a way out? Sorry, but there's no such thing. You guys are nuts if you think there's a way out. There's no other way other than to kill, so how about you give up on that idea? Ah!
I hate this. I hate it. I don't like to watch killing each other anymore. I want to leave. Let me out of here.
No, please, somebody save me. That's it. Become even more desperate.
Yeah, I figured this secret wouldn't be revealed to us so easily. I'm guessing chapter 4 might, though. We had no choice but to be helplessly beaten by Monokuma. Among the people we had, two in an execution, there is no choice but to be on the palm of Monokuma. And we didn't know yet. But the despair was just getting started. Actually, we're halfway through the despair. Lamps below the betrayer. Now I get the title. Again. Oh, man, I hated this chapter. I hated this chapter, dude. I mean, I didn't hate it. I just... It was a good chapter, but fuck this chapter, dude. Okay. I wonder how chapter 4 is gonna break me. Chapter 4s always break me. Somehow. Always. There's no exception. And if the creator of this game knows how to Danganronpa, then chapter 4 will break me in this game as well. That being said, rest in peace, Kanata Inori. And to some extent, Kinji Uehara. Yamaguchi was also pretty important. I liked him, but the death I'm the most upset at in this chapter is definitely Kanata. I'm gonna miss her a lot. Anyway, before I lose it here, I'm gonna end the episode. I'm gonna start chapter 4 next time. So yeah, guys, that is gonna be it for today. Thank you all for watching. If you liked today's episodes, well, guess 2 episodes. One that's not gonna come. They're not gonna come out in the same day. So if you like today's episode and the last time's episode, please consider leaving a like and consider also subscribing if you're new to the channel. And if you want to be notified of future uploads like this one, hit the little bell. You know what to do. Also, if you want to be notified of again, I've done this twice in a row. God damn it! If you want to join my Discord server or follow me on Twitch for more constant updates, link to both is in the description below. Go subscribe to Zephyrum as usual. And yeah, that is all from me. Stay safe, guys. And until next time, peace.